What are you filming for?
Oh, I'm doing a story. I was telling him I'm doing a story.
Doing a story on what?
On the building. So yeah, so can I help you guys?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you have an idea of what's going on, right? Yeah. All right. I'm pretty sure you have an idea of what's going on, right? Yeah. All right.
I am checking into a suspicious incident.
Okay.
I came across you, suspicious person. Mm-hmm. Now I'm asking that suspicious person for their identification.
Right, and I told you.
Rights for police officers. Have you? Yeah, yes or no? Yes or no? Only two answers I'll accept. Yes or no? Yes or no? Come on.
I don't answer questions, sir.
Oh, yeah, because we caught you. That's why.
Absolutely, sir.
Sir.
So you're only answering the questions that you want to answer, Sergio.
What do you need?
What's going on, guys? This is Disorderly Product News presents the Cop-Arazzi. It's my second channel. I'm going to put some more content on it because I have so much content of me for the main channel. I'm going to do breakdowns on this channel. I'll still do it on the main channel too. Anyways, the reason why I like this video is because it has a lot of teachable moments. It has a lot of the cliches that many people say, whether it be the videographer or the law enforcement officer, that are just not true. They're just not true. I think people think because the channel has 100, 200,000 subscribers, they know what they're talking about. Me and this channel right here, you could read the name. This is a family program. We're on the phone talking about a month back, and we thought it would be a good idea to talk about doing a collab of all the things that people say in videos, all the cliches that are 100% wrong. We also talked about doing a rap song together. So I'll admit, these aren't the best or most well thought out ideas or conversations. I'm a talker, believe it or not. And I know he puts the phone down and walks away. And the other reason why I love this video, it has Officer Murdoch. And he is the dullest knife in the drawer, the dimmest bulb in the box. He is unbelievably, I don't want to be cruel because it always seems like I try and be unbiased but I can't help it. He's a moron. Anyways, let's stop hearing me talk about it and let's be about it. Link will be in the description for this channel.
This is for the people rights. I'm conducting a First Amendment audit in Marlboro, New Jersey. It's a little windy here, so excuse me if you can't really hear that well. Hey, bud. Hey. Hi, man. I'm just taking pictures of the building. Thank you. Is that area private right there?
I'm sorry?
Is that area private?
Yeah, you really can't go back there. It's for staff only.
Oh, staff only? What about here?
Where are you looking to be?
Just taking pictures of the building. But I just want to know where I can...
You can go, like, the bathroom area, like, down there.
Okay.
To your left only. Everywhere else.
Okay, let's knock the first one out of the park. I thought this was common sense, but I'm just going to shoot from the hip with you guys. You can't ever take pictures or video in the bathroom area. Don't do it. Regardless of the fact that this guy says it's a good place to take pictures and video, it's not.
But I just want to know where I can...
You can go, like, the bathroom area, like, down there.
Okay.
To your left only. Everywhere else is, like, closed. There's no one in there right now.
Yeah?
So, yeah, it's restricted.
Okay, thank you. You said this way, right?
Hey.
How you doing, officer?
What's going on, man?
Not much.
What are you doing?
I'm just taking pictures of the public building, that's all.
Why?
I'm just doing a story.
Like, story about what? Come on, I can't talk to you for a
Sure.
second. You live in Marlboro or what? You live in Marlboro?
I'm a New Jersey resident.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, you know.
Alright. Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Officer Murdoch.
Badge number 130?
Oh, okay, I see it.
So this is going to be the star of our program, Officer Murdoch. So he bumps into the gentleman with the camera in the hallway. The gentleman asks his name and then asks his star number or his badge number, but then sees it himself, reads it out loud, and Officer Murdoch becomes Detective Murdoch and goes, aha, I know what's going on here. So let's see what Blue's Clues has figured out.
Okay, what are you filming for?
Oh, I'm doing a story. I was telling him I'm doing a
Doing
story.
a story on what?
On the building, on, just not just here. I was the...
Doing a story on what? So now it's time to define what is the relationship between you and the officers. Now that he's talking to you like that, in that aggressive nature, you're going to want to find out, am I being detained or am I free to go? Just because the nature of his questions and how he's asking them. If you remember, Legalize, this is a family program, that guy, the first thing I ever heard him say, and it blew me out my seat, because you don't normally hear people or people talk in this manner or say a phrase that's so short but includes and tells you so much about the person and how much they understand law.
Can I help you?
I'm asking you.
Well, before we get to matters of curiosity, let's handle matters of legality. Am I being detained?
Yeah. Why would you think that?
It's a consensual encounter, right? Okay.
I want you to do it. Like a couple of videos ago. How do you get a grown man to let you search his car when he knows damn well the car's stuffed with stolen material?
Area, yeah. I'm also gathering some stuff, some content,
What are you doing the filming for?
For? Oh, the whole Marlboro community.
Do you have an idea on this so we know who we're talking to?
Well, you said you want us to talk outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So can I help you guys?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have an idea of what's going on, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
I need your ID so I can actually identify who I'm speaking to.
well, my name is Sergio.
Sergio
That's my
what?
Sergio.
Sergio.
Well, that's all you gotta know, right, Sergio?
No, I need to know your first name, your last name.
Why you need to know my information, sir?
Because I need to verify that I'm speaking to a real person. That's it.
That's right, your ears did not fail you. He needs to see his ID so he can verify he's talking to a real person. I need your ID so I can verify I'm talking to a real person. Officer Murdoch.
Last name.
Why you need to know my information, sir?
Because I need to verify that I'm speaking to a real person. That's
I am a real person.
It was only your first name.
All right.
Right.
I know your last name.
Well, what do you need it
That's why
for,
we're
sir?
asking you.
I haven't done anything,
So
right?
say
Because you asked
something
me what
goes
my name
sideways.
was.
Yeah. So say
Right.
something goes sideways down the line, and so you got a library right down the street.
Okay.
Say you get into an altercation with somebody at the library.
All right.
And the only description that they give me is that there was a Hispanic appearing male, had tattoos on his arms,
Mm-hmm.
red shirt, blue jeans, white sneakers.
Okay. What does that have to do with anything?
Hang on. Let me.
Please do not distract Officer Murdoch when he's in this line of thinking. This is like Beethoven composing. This is like Michael Jordan playing basketball. Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel. This is Officer Murdoch talking law. Genius. Let's hear what he has to say.
Let me go.
Let him finish.
Yeah, before you
Sure.
interrupt me.
No problem.
So, that call goes out over the radio.
Mm-hmm.
At say this interaction's over and I let you
I'm gonna
go.
move over this because the sun is
Okay.
blocking me.
Alright,
There you go.
fine. But say I let that
Okay, I'm going to
interaction
try and
go
follow
by,
you. Go ahead.
I don't get any identification.
All
Say
right.
you assault that person.
All right.
You actually commit a crime. You hurt them. They got to go to the hospital. We need to bring criminal charges against that person. Correct?
Mm-hmm. So do you stop?
No, hang on.
Okay.
But would you, if you were that person that had been assaulted, would you want criminal charges pressed against whoever had assaulted you, matching that description? Guy in the red shirt, blue jeans, white shorts, Hispanic-looking male with the tattoos and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like that to happen to that person?
I
that
have to be honest.
potentially assaulted you?
You completely lost me.
You done talking, sir? Or
No. I'm asking you for an answer because you're not even listening to me.
Okay, so he went from needing my ID to prove that I'm a human being to needing my ID because he's related to Miss Cleo and he believes I'm going to commit a crime in the future. Officer Murdoch.
No, I'm listening to you.
No. But I'm asking you for a response. And you're not giving me a response.
Right. Well, I don't answer questions, sir.
You don't what?
I don't answer questions.
But you just answered the question. So how do you not answer questions?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Okay.
Can you answer me a question though?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you go anywhere and do you ask everybody for an ID?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Is this a stop in an ID identified state? Is it?
No,
This is the one that people get mixed up or wrong most of the time. Are there stop and ID states? Yes. Is there anywhere in the country in which an officer can just stop you and identify you? No. A stop and ID state isn't what it sounds like. It doesn't mean they could just stop you and identify you. That can't happen anywhere in the country. The difference between the two, stop and ID states and non-stop and ID states, is the threshold the officer needs to satisfy in order to get your ID. In non-stop and ID states, they need probable cause, but that's the same thing they need to arrest you, so you're probably going to jail anyway, unless he wants to be nice. Now, in a stop and ID state, they need to prove reasonable suspicion, which is defined as would a reasonable person with reasonable intelligence, using the facts, the clues, not innuendos, not bias, that a person is in commission of a crime, about to commit a crime, or committed a crime. That's it. That's the difference between the two. There's nowhere in the country they can just stop you and ID you just because. It's just a lower threshold. Stop and ID states, they need reasonable suspicion. Non-stop and ID states, they need probable cause. That's the difference. End of story.
Not everybody walks up and down,
Right.
going into public buildings, filming this certain things, and then just walking out, and then walking down the road and filming the grounds and everything else like that. So
is that is it illegal, sir?
It's not illegal, but
Right.
it's
So
suspicious.
suspicious.
So we're asking you.
So you're going off by
who we
suspicious.
are. Yes, we're suspicion. That's what we do. That's what we do for a living.
Is suspicion a felony?
The officer is 100% correct here. It is his job to investigate suspicious behavior. But suspicious behavior on its own is not enough to detain you. So it's a consensual conversation. He can ask you a question, but you have no obligation to talk to him. You could just walk away. That's where people get confused. They think because an officer is talking to you, it's in a lawful order. No. Just like I can ask you questions, an officer can ask you questions. I can ask you for your ID, an officer can ask you for your ID. You don't have to give it to him.
Hang on a second. You're asking a question. I'm going to give you an answer.
Right.
It's a community caretaking issue.
Okay.
So I'm asking you a question, and now I'm asking you to identify yourself.
Right. Can I speak now, sir?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
speak now.
Well, I don't need to identify myself because I haven't committed any crime. Right.
Just
Do you
told
suspect me any of
I am checking into a suspicious incident.
Okay.
I came across you, suspicious person. Now I'm asking that suspicious person for
Right.
their identification.
Right. And I told you my purpose.
Okay.
What I'm here. I'm here gathering some
That's
content.
one.
Right.
You did not give me your identification.
But you don't need it because I haven't done anything illegal.
You are acting suspicious. I didn't say you did anything illegal.
Oh, you're
You did-
recording too.
listen to me.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh,
thank you.
Definitely, we're both recording.
Okay.
So-
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Because nothing's happening. We're asking you some questions. You're asking us some questions.
Right.
We're asking you some questions.
Right.
Right now, you're not giving answers.
Sir, you asked me what I'm doing here. I told you what I was doing here.
You're only
Correct?
giving the answers that
Right.
you want to give, Sergio.
Sir,
You're
but I don't
only
have to
giving the
identify
answers.
myself. I don't have to
Well, let
identify
me
myself.
ask you. I don't have to identify myself either.
Sir, it's your policy to identify yourself.
Okay, it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's one people get confused with all the time. Is it illegal for an officer to not identify themselves? It's never illegal. It's not legal or illegal. It's not even in that category. It's a policy, right? And it's up to each and every department whether they practice that policy. Some departments do. Chicago Police Department, Rule 37, CPD policies and directives are required to give your name, rank, and star number to any member of the department, any member of the community, on or off duty. They have that in their policy. This Marlboro might not have it in their policy. So you can't automatically say you're required to ID. It's in your policy. If you say that without looking up at their policy, then you're just rolling the dice. Now, the federal government has said that it's good practice to have it in your policy to identify upon request. But that's just a suggestion. So every department decides for themselves. So the only way you would know if that department is required to is by looking up their policies and procedures or asking them.
You've read
Isn't
the
it?
rules and regulations.
You read the rules and
For New Jersey?
regulations?
Yes.
Fire
For New
department?
Jersey?
No.
For New
Fire
Jersey?
department?
Yeah.
No. See, that's the state.
That's the state.
Yeah, the state has one mandate. The county has another mandate.
Mm-hmm.
The township has another mandate.
Right.
Have you read the Monmouth County rules and regs for police officers? Have you? Yeah. Yes or no? Yes or no? One. Only two answers I'll accept. Yes or no? Yes or no? Come on.
I don't answer questions, sir.
Oh,
See,
yeah. Because we caught you. That's why.
Okay, listen.
When you don't have the
Do me
knowledge,
do me
you're
a favor,
playing games now.
Sergio.
Come on.
Right.
You just came here to find out
Right.
what you're...
Yeah, and I told you, sir, what I was doing here. I'm not causing anybody harm.
we're not
I'm just
saying-
walking around. I was over at the courthouse
Let me ask you.
asking questions, and they didn't even bother me. They allowed me to do filming. I
Okay.
picked up a little
Okay,
bulletins,
that's
you know,
I understand
for my
that.
friends, because you know some of
I
them,
understand that.
they gotta get away from drugs and stuff.
Okay.
But
That's fine.
and I told you one of the reason why I'm here. So you know,
Why choose Marlboro? What's
Marlboro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
why,
where do
why,
you
why
live?
choose Oxtown?
why choose our
Why
town?
here?
I could choose any town, sir. I could choose
I know,
here,
but we're
Howell.
asking
You a question.
why
Why here?
Oh, sir,
is
look at this. You got the beautiful
Why-
park. You got beautiful area.
Great place.
Oh, I'll be there soon. I'll be there soon too, sir.
Howell Township has a great spot too.
I'll be there soon.
down
Now
there.
that you're telling me.
Okay.
All right.
Hamilton, places outside of this county. This is a great state to live in. Great
Yeah,
state
I
to
love the
visit.
state. I live in Jersey, but like I said,
Live here your whole life or not?
I want to say half of my life here.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old?
24.
24. All right.
Mhm.
Cool.
See, I'm answering my questions, right?
Yeah, because we're talking.
Except we're talking. I'm not doing anything illegal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
But I don't have to give you
First off, we're not
everything,
saying
my
you're
own
doing
information,
anything.
right?
You're the person that continues to keep saying that.
Because you're asking for my ID.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do?
And I basically told you why I asked you for your ID is because the activity was suspicious. That's the reason why I'm asking you for your identification, Sergio.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And you came here, you find out what I was doing, you find out my intentions. I told you I'm filling the facility.
Okay.
All right, and that was it. I pretty much I'm complying with you guys. Told you my name, told you my age. I told you that I'm a New Jersey resident. But what more do you need, sir?
Totally, sir.
Sir,
So you're only answering the questions that you want to answer, Sergio.
what do you need my name for, sir?
Is there-
What are
is there
you
a
gonna do that
reason-
for?
No, but hang on. Is there a reason that you believe?
Why aren't you filming
we
in the
should
state where
not
you live in?
know
Why aren't you
your name?
filming in the town that you live in?
I did. I filmed there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the response that you got from the police department there?
Oh, they were actually very, very professional.
Okay.
You know, they allowed me to do it. I told
Have
them.
they been professional with you so far?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
So
And
is there a
and
reason that you would not want us to know your name? Do you have some type of criminal history? Are you currently wanted by the police? for some
no, I'm
type
not
of
wanted,
issue?
sir. Not wanted.
Okay, but how would we know that? Because now
Because I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
If I was wanted, I wouldn't be wandering the streets. That's the thing.
You'd be surprised. There are very
Nah.
foolish people out
Oh,
there.
I'm not one of them. I know.
I don't know that either. You know, people
Sir,
like
I
us
walked
every
in the
day.
police
I
station.
understand that.
That's a cheap argument that's often done. If you have nothing to hide, if you didn't do anything wrong, why don't you just forfeit your rights and tell us everything? Because I don't have to. If I have a choice whether you search my car or don't search my car, my choice is that you don't search my car. The question isn't why wouldn't I let you? The question is why would I let you? Why would I? If I'm not required to give you my information, why would I? You're a stranger. I don't know you. If the question is why wouldn't I let you search my car? The real question is why would I? I don't want my mom, my sister, my girlfriend, my wife seeing this stuff in my car. It's my personal stuff. Why would I want you to? The Supreme Court tells you do not talk to the police. So, you forfeiting your rights is never, ever, ever an indication that you're guilty of something. That's ridiculous.
You know.
But as an act of good faith, you know, we need people to trust us the same way we trust them. Now,
Well,
you're good. Hang on. Right before you go, because I'm sure this is gonna be on YouTube, and all the kids are gonna fuck that pig, fuck this.
No,
pig.
not even that.
It's
no, it's not
we've
even
seen all
that.
the
I'm
videos.
recording this because I wanna see Marlboro Township Police is doing their job and their knowledge of our rights.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, again, now let's go back to the whole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say refusing, but being unwilling to identify yourself. All right, your name's Sergio. That's
Right.
all I got so far. I know
Okay.
you're 24 years old.
There
so
you go.
you're somewhere in the 1995, 1996 range.
There you
of,
got
being
that.
born.
You got that
All
right. Yep.
So, what I want to know. That's all I want to see is that I have a record of who I spoke to. All right. Say you go down to another police department later on, and something goes sideways. Say you go down to a, you know how the world's all camered up now. Not just these cameras. Not
Exactly.
just this
Yeah.
camera, but the cameras
Exactly.
here, all around here. All
Oh
around
yes,
there,
I'm aware of
parking
that.
lots, stores, whatever. You happen to be walking through a parking lot, see somebody, somebody's car door open, car window open. See something nice. I'm not accusing you of doing this. I'm not saying you're the type of person that would do this, but in the event that something like that happens,
we're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut this short right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain something to you, Sergio, and I'm gonna.
So now the senior officer comes out of the station and has changed his story 180 degrees. He may have talked to the chief. He may have talked to the town's in-house counsel, their lawyer, but he talked to somebody that actually knows the law and doesn't believe that you can ask for ID just to prove you're talking to a real person. Now let's watch as his stance changes 180 degrees, but he still tries to keep his ego intact. Or maybe he says, I apologize, I misinterpreted the law, it was my fault. I'm sorry. Let's watch.
I'm gonna get right to the point to you. You have every right to film.
Thank you.
You can listen. Let me finish. You have every right to film. But as soon as you stop the day-to-day operations of any public or of any municipal function of the Township of Marlborough, you can be arrested for disorderly persons offense, because now you've disrupted the governmental functions of these people working here. Okay? Do you understand that?
Can I speak now, sir?
Well, you could speak because whoever the person is that's telling you to say whatever you're saying on here has no idea what they're talking about, okay? So you can hook up Facebook Live or whatever this thing is on that you're on to exercise your right. You have every right to do that.
Right.
But I'm telling you, as soon as you stop the day-to-day operations of the function of the government, you're interfering.
And what exactly am I? All I did
I
was
didn't
ask.
say you were doing anything.
Oh, okay, okay. What you're
said
saying?
when you do that.
Okay. So
Listen
I haven't,
to-
right? I
listen to-
haven't done it, right?
No.
Okay.
Listen to what I am saying.
All right.
When you do that, then it would be a totally different story. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Sergio.
Thank you. You too. Thank you, officers.
all right, later, Sergio.
Thank you. It's the Marlborough Township Police. Oh, yeah, it's very windy out here.
There goes Murdoch again, pretending he dropped something so he can get it on camera, picking it up.
It's very windy out here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, careful.
So there you go, guys. Marlborough, New Jersey. Gentlemen did a great job for the people's rights. Leave in the description if he started a new channel, because he's got very little content on this channel and he's actually very, very good. It's hard to believe somebody only did that twice and is at that level. So if you guys know of another channel that he started, let me know. Leave in the comments section. Other than that, my name is Story Product News, wishing you and yours a very safe and happy weekend coming up. Good night.